Tony B live and direct from Seattle. I'm about to show y'all something. This is amazing to me. This is my neighborhood, the neighborhood I grew up in. They've changed the whole thing. This used to be the house that I grew up in, right here. This one right here. Yes, it has the walkway going up, everything. Now, this is the house that I grew up in. I spent my first 12 years of my life. My next door neighbor, her name is Becky and Steve, and they were lawyers. And from what I hear, they still live there. But this is the park that I grew. I used to live in this house, and I used to run around the back, and that's where I bumped my first knee, cut my first knee open. Let me show you. This park has significant meaning to me. And the reason it does is because when I grew up, there was no fence at all up there. There was no fence at all. We used to have a hill we used to slide down right here. Right here we used to slide down this hill. Matter of fact, this is where I got my first stitches in my first knee, right here. And there used to be another way. They've made everything grow back here. There was also a way I used to leave my house, and you could come up through a trail right here. I guess it's not here no more. But there was a trail that went right up to the back of my house. Right there. But this is where I developed my whole consciousness. Was in this city, in this house right here. It has since been sold, and obviously it's been reconstructed and everything. But this park and this house is where I started everything. I remember sitting over there one day, playing on the swing. Playing on the slide and everything, and I walked over to the rocks, and I have a scar right here on my head. A kid threw a rock, hit me right here, stitches, right in my head, right here. This has a lot of memory to me. I used to know everybody in the whole neighborhood. This is where all of my friends, we were like a little rascal gang. This is where we hung out. So this is a part of my life and a part of Seattle that I never, ever, ever want to forget. Matter of fact, I'm going to go and see if my old neighbors are still there, Becky and Steve. I want to see if they're home. They're lawyers. And matter of fact, they protected me. You know, I got in a lot of trouble when I was a kid. If it wasn't for Becky and Steve, I would have never got out of that trouble. I remember riding my bike down this neighborhood. The whole neighborhood was different. This is a neighborhood I grew up in Seattle. Harrison and 24th. Yes, indeed. Right there. I used to know every one of the neighbors on my whole block. This is where I first saw solar-powered houses. Everything right here in this neighborhood. Tony B. I'm just giving you a quick tour of where I grew up in Seattle. Yeah, my grandmother was amazing. She used to have a car that we parked in the garage right here. It was quite cool. Let's go see if my old neighbors are here. Let me see if they're here. Hopefully they are. That would make my day. That would make my life, actually. Because I haven't seen them in years and years and years and years. So let's go see if we can find them. See if they're here. I love them. Let me go see if they're here. It's been a long time, many years. Let's see if we can find them. Guess they're not home. I'll come back and see them again. They mean so much to me. Becky and Steve Beckwith. I'll never forget them. If it wasn't for them, I would never be anything that I was. If it wasn't for that house right there. Developed my whole consciousness. Yeah, they've changed it quite a bit, but still love that house. Never forget my house. I'll come back and see if I can see if I can catch them. But they're not here right now. Tony B, live and direct from Seattle. Just giving you a little piece of me and how I grew up. You wonder why I'm so earthy? Look at what I grew up around. I grew up in earth, love, power, beauty. Talk to you soon. Peace.